As the Russian and Ukrainian counteroffensives begin, and more international help has been flooding the Ukrainian army, we're seeing a lot of moving pieces in the international system take place. From Xi's visit to Russia to more support to Ukraine in the form of fighter jets, there's a lot of moving pieces right now happening in the international system relating to the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The big news this week is the warrant released by the ICC, or the International Criminal Court, towards Vladimir Putin. This is a major news for the following reasons. The ICC has said that there is a high amount of evidence showing the forced deportation and migration of civilians, alongside other human rights abuses. This is important, since it shows that there is an open case towards Vladimir Putin in the International Criminal Court. But it's also very important for the consequences it can have for the Russian economy and society for the following decades. So let's look at some of the consequences this ICC warrant might have on the Russian society and government. First, international shaming. If you study political science or international relations, you know that research shows that international shaming is one of the major components in actors' compliance with international agreements. This new warrant for Putin arrest might do a few things, but the biggest one is discourage actors like China working with Putin, since it might paint a bad international image of working with a convicted war criminal. However, it consequently decreases Russia's bargaining opportunities if any negotiations are to be made in the future. This is a major point. At the beginning of the war, the ball was in Russia's part. They could use gas, oil, or supplies to prevent the West from taking a decision they didn't like. However, now that gas, military action, and IGOs are off the equation, there isn't much that Putin can use in order to bargain or compromise anything that will benefit him, especially when he is losing territory and in many ways losing the war. How does this international warrant work? Well, the ICC doesn't have a standing army or police, so no one is going to Russia and getting Putin. The ICC works in the following manner. If Putin steps foot in any of the countries from this image in green or orange, he will get arrested. These countries are signatories or part of the ICC. On the other hand, if any of these countries fail to do this, they will be in violation with the ICC treaty, and in many cases, assisting a war criminal, which could be a human rights violation itself. But this warrant also means a lot of other things. This warrant also marks a stage of extreme isolation from the West by Russia. However, is this a good or a bad thing? Well, depends in theory. A lot of political scientists will tell you that shaming a country too much might lead to a more irrational choices by political actors. However, we also don't know if playing it safe or choosing to be more lenient will do more or less damage. Thank you for watching this video on the ICC and the warrant on Putin. I do similar videos every week relating political science and international relations to current events. So if you like this content, please subscribe.